Alright. Alright, you guys. So we closed the month for XPX. So I ended up going to the month, put a purple line right where it closed, meaning that's where this. That way, see that way visually by putting all these lines, I can visually see as the market is moving or where it's at, whether it be 1 hour candle, 2 hour candle, whatnot. I could see where the goals could be or where it's gonna have a trouble passing or breaking through, especially with the help of these certain boxes that I end up. I think because I pretty much end up breaking the market into sections, and depending what lines it's inside in between those sections or inside those each section, um, which is inside each section there could be more boxes because depending they could be a week, 2 weeklies in between here. These could be 2 weeklies. So actually, this right here could be acting like resistance as the market starts coming down again. It's gonna act like resistance, breaking through, testing this one because this is your real strong support because the daily. This one's weak. This one's weak. So this is your first stop right here as the market then opens throughout the day today. You should see a box right here going from here to here. Yeah, there you go right here, but this one's covering the 12-hour candle. So now that that was because your next strong resistance or floor would be this right here. And we call these lines pretty much floor. Your strong floor will be 12 hour candle and up are your strong floors. The stronger, the highest one is a monthly or these right here. So we would then do another box now that we have a monthly area right here. So then I'll go, no, we didn't, right here. We'll go from right here to right here. And then I would paint it purple. The inside will be, there's no box. Oh yeah, that's only that one right there. So I will do it green or yellow. Yellow. And then put my fire candle inside here. This is gonna be your next strong area right here. After that, you're fucking free to go, baby. But anyways, so okay, so we close the month here. Again, this is beautiful fucking for us to close the month here, you guys. To close, that's a strong ass month right there. Compared to what we were yesterday, I believe. Where the fuck were we? We were somewhere over here, I believe. And I said it was still looking good. Um, look at all. Look at that shit. Eliminated all these trades here pretty much. There are people that were holding. Um, okay. So if you go on my short, I recently. So even though I don't post videos here, I still try to send updates to the homie. Either because I'm busy or because I'm just too lazy and I don't feel like making a video about it. But just to have proof that I did see that coming, or for whatever reason, I send these texts and warnings to the homie. And I know because it's going to help him, and I'd rather send him something and not be a dick and just keep it to myself and make some bullshit like, oh, I didn't see any moves, or which I don't do that, but um, hey, that's what I'm saying, man. Like the more people want to join. If you ever want to join my Discord group, I have a Discord. We can talk. If you guys have any comments, any questions, if you guys would like me to come on at a certain time and explain more or create a playlist explaining more about how I trade or how I see the market, because I do see the market different. I analyze the market different. Um, yeah, I'm different. I'm different with the market. I have my own weird way of seeing the market. So we closed the month beautifully with a new all-time high and a new all-time high month candle closing. Okay, then let's go to the weekly. What I would then see most likely is I'm gonna see this doing, maybe keep pushing on up, breaking. Okay, I'll explain later on because I can't see the boxes right here. Actually, let me go through real quick. Yeah, maybe go up and try to break this and create a new all-time high for a couple of hours, and then come back down to the region again. Because I think we have data tomorrow. Let me check. Consumer consumer confidence. So that's gonna be very important. 7 in the morning, along with Richmond manufacturing, which is also important, but not as important as consumer. We also got Bel Belgian NBB business climate, which I don't know what the hell that is, to be honest. I don't really know really what most of these mean, but I do know what consumer confidence mean. So 7 in the morning. So either cause, and I told the homie we're gonna close here, um, just based off my box, um, where it's at right now, the price range, and yeah. Otherwise, we would have continued blasting off and not have that pause that we had after 1 p.m. right here. We would have. I mean, I should after 12 right here. We would have. Well, we actually won. Right here, we'll continue. You know, like, oh, Powell said so we're happy. Shoom, continue on up. So that's why I was like, okay, we're gonna close here, especially because it was inside the box that was in. I'll show you guys. All right, so daily, and you see that trend. Remember how I think either in my videos or my shorts, I was saying how even though we closed this month below the trend line, this daily trend line right here that you're gonna see right now that I keep mentioning on my videos and I've been mentioning, this one right here, this one right here, that's where you see them orange because they're daily. We end up closing right below it, right where this 50 sign is right here. The reason why it has a slash 15M means that's a 50 Fibonacci for a 50-minute candle. So, and then also what was important, and I told the homie, was this trend line. It's a monthly trend line. And just like we had the bottom one, see, 1 time, 2 time, it's a 3 time down there. Most likely that one. Yeah. Alright. And I'll go back with the bullshit again that you guys don't like. I understand. So this is where we started. This is where we closed Friday, the week, and this is where we opened. Notice how we sustained, we dropped, but when we dropped, this was an area right here that I knew was gonna hold, or I was hoping it would hold if it went down, because I knew this trend line right here was going down. Going down. Typically, what happens, like I said on my other shorts and videos, I think in my videos I mentioned about this. when we have the market break these trend lines, this is the same monthly trend line that I showed earlier, we tend to go above it, and it tends to be a fake. And if there was a fake, it would have been in this box, would have gone down here and just shot down and hold and done the bullshit and gone down and all that shit. Then the market would have been, we hit peaks and this is that. But what I told the homie is Friday. I was just thinking Friday was the last big day and Monday was just gonna be some bullshit ass data till the end of Friday, and I saw where the market was topping. I was like, and it was holding that same range, the same range right here at the end, where right here, just in this area right here. And I was like, it's it's not gonna continue going down. It's gonna hold that area, so that's still bullish. Cause especially how it broke this trend line right here, we end up closing below it. That's so I'm like, and then I saw Monday. I was like, oh, Monday he's gonna talk. Powell's gonna talk. So the market, even though we dropped throughout the night, in the morning, and if we do drop, it's gonna end up dropping. See, here's your first stop. So it would have ended drop passing there, and if it did drop, the worst would have been this zone right here because that's your next. Here's the next stop. This one and this one. So you can see right here, smash through all of them. It ended up stopping on the next, closer to the next week, last week. So that was a beautiful ass fucking area right there, because your next area to pay attention to would have been 3:45 to 4:30 or around 3 o'clock, because that's when the market opens at 6:30. The market tends tends to reverse, but since we had the data at 7:30, I mean 7, I think 7 the first one. Normally the market doesn't really wait for that, but since it was Powell, just the emotion, the I don't know the words. I don't know how to say the optimism, the of that he's gonna say something good, that he's the market's gonna continue. That's what's moving the market early in the morning. It's not that they really care about that data. It was him, and you're gonna see it all through all your sources, financial this, Yahoo Finance, blah blah blah, you name it. They're gonna be mentioning this, and they were mentioning. That's why I like keeping track of those notifications that I sent to the homie, just so I know what the market is saying. Because the market tends to do, oh no, especially in the morning when we have mixed data. Mixed data, is the market gonna go down or shit like that? And then later on, around the key areas that I say that are important, your 7:45 to 8:30, your 11:45 to 12:30, and your 3:45 to 4:30. Those are the areas that the market tends to switch, and it does whatever it does. So anyways, so let me go down to 12-hour candle. So yesterday, notice that even though we drop, this is today. Actually, this was today. And by today, I mean there's a 12-hour candle. So 12-hour candle closes at 2 in the morning and 3 p.m. 2 in the morning and nighttime, of course, and 2 p.m. To close the final day. So notice how this is a 12-hour candle for last night at 2 in the morning and today. So this one started from 2 p.m. yesterday to 2 a.m. last night, and then it continued and so on. This was last night. It will open at 3 p.m. and close at 2 in the morning, and from 2 in the morning to 2 p.m. it was this one right here. So I'm gonna go to a 4-hour candle. Actually, okay, yeah. So look, this is what we opened. I'll collect my profit over here. As I started coming down here, I knew I had a feeling it wasn't gonna come down as fast. Let me go down to a 4-hour candle. Oh shit. Alright, so Sunday. So So that we opened, and then here we go. Here we go. So this red box was important. I knew it was going to be important in some sort of way because we have a daily and a 12-hour right here close. So I knew this area was going to be an important, intense area before it actually came down to the day that where it started, which was right when the 50 Fibonacci for the 15-minute candle was right at. So I knew it was in a hard place to either break through or break through on up, either way. And the 1 hour candle Fibonacci was right here. Probably moved already since the market moved. And it's down here now. And I'm pretty sure the 2-hour candle moved too. I know it's right there. Alright. So last night went down. Alright. And then what time was that? That was at 7. 7 we started recuperating. Notice how it was around this area right here. Notice how these candles act every time they came to this area, between these areas, support area. So the fact that it was then breaking down to this area, where we at? Right here. Then around 10 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock, we started testing it again. So we're having an H pattern. And that's when I told the homie in the screenshot in the shorts to wait till 11:45 to 12:30. But seeing how with that in the 15-minute candle, I knew it was gonna go for a little bounce on down to the blue one, and that's why I collected my profit. Especially because then since I was in the 15-minute candle, I could see where the 15-minute candle Fibonacci will be at. That area where it would bounce, and what a coincidence that it was the same area where it started at on Sunday. Now that the market moved, the Fibonacci moved. So the 50 Fibonacci is now down here. And what a coincidence, it's right on the trend line, on that monthly trend line. So pay attention later on throughout the night or throughout the day, because we might have a drop over here too. Alright. So then, where are we at? Alright. Alright, so let me. So anyway, so we end up dropping, and I know this line right here, the blue one, it's the weekly line. See, it closes high briefly after closing high, declines briefly after power freeze. Yeah, no, see that, and you see how, and see what they're gonna say. There you go. Powell conference and message in the city. 32 more rate cuts. Here. I want to see if they give a reason why they think the market went down right after Powell stopped talking. Because actually, that wasn't even the case. Because actually, after he stopped talking, the market just fucking went back. It went down. Yeah, after he went talking. See how the market does that shit? Because he started talking at pretty much 11 o'clock. So 11 o'clock, he started talking, and the market went down. As soon as he stopped talking, the market skyrocketed. You're not gonna tell me that he stopped talking at fucking 1 p.m. Where exactly at exactly 1 p.m. he stopped talking, the market went down. No, it was the other way around. But the market tends to do that shit. They'll send you the notifications as it happens, or minute as it's happening, or I don't know. That's what I like the market, especially when they send you the notification. I take it in because I was like, oh, okay, look, these. I like to see how they bullshit people. Because then what they'll do is then an hour later, 15 minutes later, 30 minutes later, then they'll have another notification. Oh, the market skyrocketed after oil comes out good and so and so whatnot. And then to me, like, you see how I'm not. See, I could be saying the same shit. Like everybody's gonna have their own reason why the market went on up. You're gonna go to these YouTubers, Kevin, Tom Nash, all these traders, investors, and whatnot, and they're gonna tell you a reason. Every single one of them has a reason why the market went up and why they think the market's gonna go down and why they think. So it's up to you how you see the market. You can go take a course, and they show you how to do this, how you do this, how you hold the pencil. It's like going to school. You're going to school to get trained the same way every cater. You know how the school education system is. How do you think the trading, if you want to call it education system, how it's going? How do you think that works? Do you think it's a copy and paste? My mentor went to this famous mentor. That mentor had a shitload of other little students. Those students graduate. They were all taught the same to view the market the same, to think like everybody. You see what I mean? And I didn't. I have my own way of reading the market, seeing the market. These boxes, these lines, in a way, could be a indicator. Somebody can program and make it do what I do. Hey, on every 1 hour candle that closes, make sure you put a white line on it. If there's a 2 hour candle that closes on that same white line, that white line is not gonna be green. Hey, on a 3 hour candle, when it closes, you're gonna put a gray line on it, and so on and so on and so on. Hey, make sure you, and that's already, TradingView already has this too. There's a thing like a elite, I think it's an elite one, where it sketches out for you candle patterns, meaning like the candle that I showed you right here, like the little sketch that I drew for you guys right here. It would have drew that because that was a candle pattern. This right here, I'm not gonna do it because I gotta delete this. But if you see right here, it's almost like a sideways triangle or pyramid. I mean, and it goes smaller and smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller until it breaks. That's also what I was trying to point out to the homie right here. So, anyways, um, we were over here. So we end up touching that area at 12, and I know that again, like I told you guys, 11:45 to 12:30 is the time where the market ends up reversing. So the fact that it broke down on this weekly line where it ended up closing on Friday and open on Sunday, of course. The fact that instead of going all the way down, and this is what I end up telling homies right here or you guys that this was the next red flag, because right here when we opened, that's the first thing that I did, and I said, hey, look, and I explained in my video, I explained in my video that, look, if the market was holding down, it would have held this area right here, closed at here at 4 o'clock, had a little struggle to then go back up as we get closer to 6 p.m., which is a forward candle, closing right on this, and then go down, and so on and so on and so on. But the fact that in less than 10 minutes it went back above where it started, I was like, okay, I'm going to go on a buy. We're going to go up to the 50 Fibonacci, which was right here, but I ended up moving it since the market ended up moving, which is right here. And here's the 3-hour candle Fibonacci that's still active. Anyway, so then the fact that, again, it did the same thing, 11 o'clock, and as we're getting closer to the end of it, it goes back up here, 12:45, because your 12:45, 11:40 is your last, closer to your last. Hey, it's now or never, so I have to go for that move around that time. And you can see 11:15, 11:30, and then boom. And then that's, I wish I would have been awake. I would have gone for a buy in that area right there. And again, I know this would have been my trouble area, my resistance area. So if I right here, if we wouldn't continue right here if we would have held this right here and not this, if we would have had this candle close right here, then it would have been continue with the buy. But since it went down here at 12:45, it's not even 1. It's not even 1 o'clock. It's still 12:45. That's again at the end of the market either, because again, if this was bullish, this 12:45 would have been up here, and the market would have continued. It would have closed here at 1 o'clock, which would have been higher than this one, and then so on. It would have closed right here, and the market would have continued. The fact that at 12:45 it did this, out. Because again, the market is gonna go down again for that blue line or towards it. And then this time would have been the real one, because see what happens. See how long it starts to then create resistance in that box. Not just that, but my indicator right here is showing you how, hey, it's having trouble passing above this. We, again, like I said before, we shoot above this green cloud. That means we're still bullish. See, we're still bullish. So the fact is, keep rejecting. I was like, and then we're also coming closer to. We're also, first of all, we're close to a yen below it, which that's bad. The second time now that's gonna be picking up is or making, going for the actual move is 345 to 345 to 430, but you can go as close as 330 for this. So we got and then again, this is your goal. This is what the market knows that we're paying attention to. And see how far away from it is, and see how it shoots. But what's gonna be your indicator is gonna be time. The fact that it's here 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:30. I said, because if the market was gonna continue up, this is when the market starts reversing. This is where the market holds, and then starts reversing, because it has data coming out, or for whatever reason, this is when the market does that shit. Or because we have a data at, like for example, at 5 or 5:30, so it bullshits here, and then we come to 4 o'clock and it starts picking back up. The fact that we didn't have no data till 7, and seeing where it was at, in my indicator would have told you right here, it would have said entry, and that would have given you the target. So that would have been more confirmation. And then here we go. And as we get closer to 4, we fucking still end up dropping. This would have been a iffy moment right there. But seeing how flat it is, no wicks or nothing after this. Seeing how, I wonder how fast it dropped. Oh, this was not really an easy one. 3:45 to 4:30. Sheesh. Oh, but see, yesterday I ended up fucking myself up. I believe right here. I went into no. It was yeah. I went on a sell right here, and then I ended up canceling it because it went up this high. I believe it was no. I ended up going on a buy right here. When I woke up, I believe it was somewhere down here or other way around. That's when I knew I messed up. Um, Trying to remember. Oh yeah, so originally when I was going for a sell, because either I saw it do this, no side. Either I was gonna go on a sell right here on the buy. Either way, I messed myself up. But originally, after breaking this, no, this one with this one right here. After breaking this, at this time, I ended up going to sleep early, and I think I left it on the buy. I think, and I think I one of those two. I can't remember. But either way, originally, after it broke this the first time or the second time actually, um, I saw this as a goal because that made so much sense for me for the market to drop here where the trend line is. You got your Fibonacci right here in this area. Um, just everything, the time, the area, and especially where it was, but it didn't. It held and it did all this. Went up and down, all that bullshit. But if I would have been awake during this time and would have seen this, especially this right here, because especially this right here in this area after the market opened, because and the data was at 7, so your area was right here. Because most likely your Fibonacci at that time was somewhere up here, most likely. But now that it moved, yeah, it was right here. So, as since your 50 Fibonacci, 15-minute Fibonacci would have coincided with right here, it made then sense that the market then would rally enough to that Fibonacci once whatever, whether it be 6:30, 6 o'clock, but sometime around that time will make the market then recover on that. It made no sense for the market to be doing this and then going to down here. Otherwise, we would have been down here already by 6:30, right down here in this area. We would have been more bullish on going down then. And then the falling should have been since last night because again, if traders, investors were scared that the Fed would have said something bad, and they knew it, they would have been fucking selling like crazy already. And that's why like the fact that it held all this, like this fear should have happened way faster. We shouldn't have this. Like this year, this fear would have continued just with this one. Would have continued going on down, or if it was fear, as we getting closer to it, it would have done this, but still continue going on down. The market would have been down somewhere down here. Jeez, golly. Look at that one. Holy shit, that was a sweet one. That was today, huh? Fuck, that was a good one. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Holy shit. God damn. Your best bet was to go to a 15-minute candle and see what the Fibonacci was at. For then, once he stops talking towards the end, especially if he was saying good shit, you would have been able to catch most likely right here in this area, especially because we're getting closer to 11:45. And if this was bad, it would have sustained below this thing right here, which is the box. So you would have held this, and would have this would have acted like resistance, and would have been fucking stuck in here and just been going down, tap like this, and just going here. You see, shoosh. And see after how it sustains. And then this would be your final warning, 11:45 to 12:30. This right here, buy, buy this shit, buy this shit. This was your signal here, buy. Easy money right there. I think that's why I end up buying mine. I think I bought mine somewhere here. I have it on my shorts. Anyways, so since we have that tomorrow, we end up closing here. We go to 1 hour candle. Let me see where the Fibonacci's are at for the 1 hour candle. 2 hour candle right here. 3 hour candle right here. 4 hour candle down way over there. 15-minute candle right here. Right where the monthly trend line's at. I wouldn't be surprised if the market would open and do some shit like that and go down and say, whoa, you won't believe this. So after the Fed, blah blah blah, the market going down or some shit like that. Because this is bad right here, especially because of this. You end up creating a double top. Meaning next day it's gonna open right here. But look, if you see right here. Well, first of all, we closed below this one. Even though we shot above it, we are getting pressure below it, which is bad. So you can see this, something like this. Yeah, we wanted this day to shoot above this, or shoot above this in general, close here. But the fact that we close here, that's what I told the homie, look, we're gonna close in this box right here. Two red flags. The fact that we closed below this one in general, and then the fact that we end up closing, meh. I mean, we end up did closing below above it, but not really. So that's bad right there, because this ends up being like a fake out. So what we want to see is we want now to sustain these Fibonacci, especially this 3 hour candle right here. Sustain this one or these two above this yellow line right here. Create support in this area and then go back up. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if bitch fucking goes for it and goes for the goal. I don't think it's gonna go fast though. But again, now your time to pay attention to this is gonna be 3:45 to 4:30. Damn, this is where I went down today. Yeah, holy fuck, man. I was too fucking busy eating. God damn it. Sheesh. And it's easily, on a trade like I do, easily fucking a grand or more than a grand trade. Close to a grand easily. Good 700-800. Fuck yeah. Anyways. Alright guys, so yeah, now we're gonna wait to see how the market starts. I'll try to do a short. If I don't, because I'm lazy guys, I'm sorry. But I'll try to do a short around 3:45. 3:45 for 4 o'clock. Because again, the next important time to pay attention to is gonna be 6 o'clock, because that's when we close the forward candle. From there, we're gonna see. But what I want to see, I wanted to see hold this, where it says entry. Target, second target. See what the 50-minute candle says. Entry for a sell, most likely. Watch, yep. For a sell, your target. And you see how my indicator's telling you, hey, if we go down, this is your cushion right here. This is what we need to stop. Once we break this cushion right here, you're in danger zone. So it makes sense for this bitch to go through here and try to hold this. But I don't think they're going to go down that quick. Again, this is going to be your indicator to help you out, especially in the 10-minute candles. As it opens, most likely going to start dropping. But we'll see. Because the market does this shit. Even though it's good, they'll start dropping and say some shit like, oh no, look, whatever is going down. And then later on throughout the night, it'll pick up again or something like that. Or it'll fall this week, and then at the end of this day, it'll pick up and it'll bring us back to this area right here. Something like that. Now, if the Fed would have said something different, like something, hey, we're in danger, you guys, then the market would have really fucking end up falling as he was talking and not do all this pushing on up at the last minute type of thing. Alright, this is Brian Seacrest. I'm out. Signing out.